Are you glued to Facebook? Can't stop tinkering with your MySpace page? Or do you send tweets from your phone before you get out of bed? Or are you a die-hard blogger? Or still wondering what these YouTube and blog things are all about? No matter which category you belong to, the world of social media is rapidly expanding, touching us both personally and professionally in many ways, offering opportunities for people to gather in online communities of shared interest to create, share or consume content. That's why you need to be aware that Telstra now has a set of guidelines around participation in such activities, specifically when discussing issues related to Telstra. This session introduces you to these guidelines, Telstra's 3 R's of social media engagement: representation, responsibility and respect. Hi, I'm Lily. This session introduces you to Telstra's social media engagement policy and what it means to you. Let's start by having a look at what we mean by social media, why more people are using it every day, and why it's becoming an important consideration for businesses like Telstra. Picture a group of your friends sitting around a table, sharing stories, swapping photos, asking questions, giving advice, or members of a sports club or special interest group doing the same thing. These are all social gatherings where people interact face-to-face. Using email and websites, people have been connecting online in much the same way, but with wider reach and no global barriers. With the development of free, easy-to-use tools and sites created specifically to help us connect, the growth of these online social activities has accelerated at an amazing rate. Facebook, MySpace, Flickr, YouTube and Twitter are just a few you may have heard of or use. This is the new social. When we think of media, newspapers, magazines, radio, television and advertising come to mind. Many of these traditional sources have moved into the online space, but in recent years there's been a shift towards individuals creating their own content, expressing opinions, reviewing, rating and recommending anything from movies to products and services to political decisions. This is the new media. Put the two together, social and media, and it's easy to understand what social media means. The interlinking and search capabilities of the tools joined with user-generated content to form a powerful, living medium. The result is that the smallest voice can be heard as loudly as the biggest business, with anyone and everyone able to comment and join the discussion, share experiences and knowledge, as well as stay in touch. You might think social media is just people yakking online with their friends, and a good deal of it is, but it's much broader than that. People can be talking about their experiences with companies, products and services, offering their opinions for or against, debating features and prices, the great customer service they had that day, or how many times they were left on hold. That's why telcos, banks and other service industries are popular topics. It might be a 140-character tweet, or a 1,000-word blog post. Whatever the format, it's out there for everyone to see. A negative buzz that spreads throughout the social web can therefore be very harmful to a brand. That's why smart companies like Telstra care about what's being said and want to be a part of the conversation. Before making that next big purchase, most of us will seek the opinion of family and friends. More of us will also window shop and investigate brands online, seeking out both positive and negative comments. It's this fast-paced global word-of-mouth effect that makes it vital for companies like Telstra to listen, join in and respond, particularly when it comes to their products and services. As a media comms company, our business is about encouraging our customers and our people to understand and be active in all aspects of the online world. For Telstra, being involved in social media is an opportunity to hear it on the grapevine, as well as being able to better listen and engage with existing and potential customers. Social media has many benefits for many people, but as with any online activity, you do need to think about its implications, whether you've been blogging for years or are just thinking about starting a Facebook page. Unlike writing in a diary which gets locked in a drawer or hidden under the bed, your online posts are out there for anyone to read. Even if you set your profile to friends only, what you say could be copied and posted elsewhere. What you publish will be public for a very long time. Even if you delete a post, it can remain in other searchable databases. Popular bloggers attract thousands of subscribers, but even if you only have one, there's also an invisible audience you probably aren't aware of. Type your name, email address, nickname or something you made an online comment about into Google. If you can find it, the possibility of employers, co-workers, colleagues, neighbours, friends or family doing the same is obvious. This shouldn't stop you from blogging or posting on Facebook, but it should make you consider how and what you write online. It's a fuzzy area when you think about it. It's your right to say what you like, but could it offend someone you care about? Make others feel differently about you? Influence a potential future employer? Damage someone else's reputation, or damage your own reputation? These decisions are of course up to you. When it comes to discussing Telstra or issues that may relate to Telstra, however, we do have a corporate policy that will help guide you and that you need to be aware of. And that's why we're talking to you today about the 3 R's of social media engagement. Some Telstra employees are authorised to speak on behalf of the company. You'll see them quoted in newspapers or interviewed on radio or television. We also have official bloggers and other people who are able to speak on behalf of Telstra in the online space. They've been approved by Public Policy and Communications and are well aware of how the 3 R's of social media engagement apply to them. When it comes to the rest of us, there'll be times when we casually talk to others about our workplace or services. It would be unrealistic for Telstra to expect our people not to do so, and in fact, they're usually our greatest advocates, spreading the word about our great products in a responsible way. Online conversations can sometimes fall somewhere between these official and casual areas, blurring the boundaries. Because they can potentially reach a huge audience in a matter of minutes, we want to make it easy for the general public to know what is officially approved and what is personal opinion. Even if you have no intentions of personally blogging or twittering, etc., the reach of social media is so wide that it's likely to touch you in some way. You may read a Telstra blog post, or Uncle Merv might send a link to his Facebook page asking your opinion of his latest photos, and you'll want to respond. Being familiar with the policy is therefore mandatory for all our employees, contractors, and any other person who is notified that the policy applies to them. If you are using social media in a personal capacity, you'll need to actually put the policy into practice if you are discussing Telstra-related issues. Why? Because it's important in such circumstances that readers of your posts don't think your personal comments represent an official Telstra position. In this case, the 3 R's are your guardrails, helping you understand the company's expectations where the conversation is about Telstra, our products and services, our people, our competitors or other business-related individuals or organisations. Basically, they're designed to protect your integrity and Telstra's. The 3 R's are representation, responsibility and respect. They ask that when engaging in social media and you discuss Telstra-related issues, that you be clear about who you are representing. Take responsibility for ensuring that any references to Telstra are factually correct and accurate and don't breach confidentiality requirements. And that you show respect for the individuals and communities with which you interact. We'd like to think that everyone would always be responsible and respectful online and represent themselves correctly. Let's start with representation. If you discuss Telstra, its employees, products and services, competitors or other Telstra-related individuals or organisations, let people know that you work for Telstra. I call this the T-test. But make sure they don't think you're speaking on behalf of Telstra. Use your own real name, no one else's. Care about and protect Telstra's reputation and commercial interests. Only discuss what's already out there in public. You can't disclose anything confidential like financial or business performance information. If it's on Telstra.com or in our other media releases, then that's fine. Oh, and don't use Telstra's logos or trademarks. This just helps people understand that you're not posting on Telstra's behalf.